everyone, today I'm going to show you how to place your vinyl lettering sign onto, this is acrylic, but you can pretty much do it on any surface. So since we have acrylic, we're just going to peel off the protective layer. Looks nice and brown on the other side. You try not to touch that as much as possible. And then this is how your vinyl is going to come. This is an 8x10 sign. It's got pretty small lettering. This would be really hard to transfer by hand because these lines are very thin in places. We're going to have this really, really tiny asterisk here. So what we've done here, which we do for small signs, is I printed an 8x10 box to make it easier to align. If not, you can go ahead and mark your alignments, cut it down to the exact size that you want it to be, tape off anything that will help you. And you basically just want to rub over this whole thing like I'm doing here. Make sure you're sticking to all the little guys, even these little tiny periods over here. Anything small is going to be just something that you have to go slow on, so make sure you get all of those. It's got this blue piece, which is basically just paper, and then you have this top piece, which is a sticky adhesive. So what you're going to want to do is get the top where it should be. So since we have this line here, you can remove this a few times if it doesn't go perfectly the first time. So we'll get this line right where we want to be so it's lined up square. We'll push that piece down. It's basically just like tape. And then you'll flip everything else over. So what we'll do is we'll take this blue paper off one letter at a time. And since we've rubbed all of this already, the vinyl should be sticking more to the adhesive piece than it's sticking to the blue paper. But if for some reason you start pulling and one of the letters isn't fully coming off, it's sticking to the blue, then just lay this back down, rub over that section a little bit more, and pull it back off. And if you have a really large piece, like a seating chart or something, I'm just gonna scoot this over for you. You can cut it down into smaller pieces. Sometimes that's easier. There we go. All right, so now we've got this sign backwards on here. So what you're gonna wanna do, you can just flip it over and place it on, but I like to go a little bit more slowly and use this paintbrush so it all comes down at the right angle. So you use a paintbrush, a ruler, really anything kind of long and flat. So then that makes sure everything stays in the right place in relation to this top line. So then you'll basically do exactly what we did at the beginning, rub all of this so that it decides to stick to the acrylic instead of that adhesive piece anymore, especially these little guys. And then you just slowly peel it up. We're gonna go in one direction from this corner here so that we can see where the first part of each letter comes up. And if anything just sticks to the acrylic, again, you just can go right there, or you can just take your finger and kind of follow yourself along. This stuff can get pretty sticky. There we go. And then we have this beautiful sign, and we can unpeel the back. Acrylic always comes like this so it doesn't scratch. And then we could peel this protective layer off from the back as well. And there's your sign. Woo! All right, let me know what questions you have or if you've had any troubles doing this. or if you just want any more tips on applying your vinyl signage, in the comments below. And as always, feel free to subscribe to our channel for more conversations and tips for creative business owners. Thanks, everyone.